A single photo, a frozen moment in time. But what if that moment held the key to a murder? I'm Detective Drayk, and tonight we're diving into a case where the victim's last selfie became the most important clue. Why should you keep watching? Because by the end of this you'll realize, sometimes the truth is hiding in plain sight. It all started with a call at 9:23 p.m. A young woman, Lily Carter, had been found dead in her apartment. The scene was chilling. Lily lay on the floor, her phone still in her hand, a single stab wound to her chest. But the strangest part, her last action was taking a selfie. The timestamp on the photo read 9:15 p.m., just minutes before her death. The photo itself was haunting. Lily was smiling, but her eyes, they were wide, almost panicked, and in the background, a shadowy figure stood just out of focus. Was it the killer or something else? The audience, you, were with me every step of the way. Remember when I opened the closet? You thought the killer might be hiding there, didn't you? But all I found was a stack of old shoeboxes, or so it seemed. Tucked inside, one was a letter, addressed to Lily. It was a breakup note from her ex-boyfriend, Mark, filled with anger and threats. The suspects were few, but suspicious. First there was Mark. He had a motive. Lily had recently ended their relationship, but he claimed he was at a bar that night, and his alibi checked out. At first. Then there was Lily's best friend, Sarah. She seemed devastated, but her story didn't add up. She said she was at home, alone, watching TV. But when I checked her phone records, there was a call to Lily's number at 9:10 p.m., just 5 minutes before the selfie was taken. The third suspect was Lily's neighbor, Mr. Harris. He was a quiet, reclusive man who rarely left his apartment. But when I questioned him, he seemed nervous, his hands trembling as he spoke. As I dug deeper, I noticed something strange about the selfie. The shadowy figure in the background. Their reflection was visible in the mirror behind Lily, but the reflection didn't match the figure's position. It was as if the photo had been altered. I brought the photo to a tech expert, who confirmed my suspicions. The image had been edited. The shadowy figure was added after the fact. But why? And by whom? The breakthrough came when I checked Lily's social media. Her last post was the selfie, captioned, "Sometimes the truth is right in front of you." The comments were filled with condolences, except for one. A user named Shadow Watcher had commented, "You should have listened." I traced the account to an IP address at a local library. The security footage showed Sarah logging into a computer at 9:05 p.m., just 10 minutes before Lily's death. When I confronted Sarah, she broke down. She confessed that Lily had discovered Sarah's affair with Mark and threatened to expose her. In a fit of rage, Sarah had gone to Lily's apartment that night, but she swore she didn't kill her. So who did? The final twist came when I examined the selfie one last time. The shadowy figure's reflection in the mirror. It wasn't Sarah, it was Mark. He had been there that night, hiding in the apartment. He killed Lily, then framed Sarah by editing the photo. So you see, this case was anything but simple. A selfie that held the key to a murder, a killer who thought they'd outsmarted everyone, and a truth that was hiding in plain sight. But that's the thing about photos. They capture more than just a moment. They capture the truth. The last selfie was just the beginning.